Hey guys, how you all doing? I hope you're all doing good. I'm sure you guys know Valentine's Day is coming up, so if you want a look, I have got this look here. It's a natural glam look. I've got two lipstick options. I've got a nude version, a nude lipstick that will be more subtle, and I've got this one here that I'm wearing right now that is more bold. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Also, I'm just going to let you guys know that I did do my brows off of camera. So I started off this look by applying Urban Decay's primer potion onto my lids and then blending that out with my finger. So once I was done with that, I got this eyeshadow over there that I'm pointing at, and I use that as a base colour to blend out all the other shades that I'm going to be putting on top. Once I was done with that, I got these two eyeshadows, mixed them together and used it as a transition colour. Next, I got this eyeshadow from Revolution in the shade MMM, and I used that to add more depth into my crease. As I have hooded eyelids, I do try to get a darker colour to just create my own crease. And I just continue to blend. Then I'm going into this palette, and it's from MUA. I will have the name in this video. It is a dark charcoal brown with a cool undertone, and I just put that in my crease to just add more definition. As you can see, I do like to apply the shadow more in the outer corner to just add more smoke and depth, because I don't want my eyes to look too sunken in. And I'm just taking my time to make sure I blend that out very well so that it's not too harsh. So then I got this brush and I sprayed it with some water and then dipped it into this eyeshadow here, which is like a green olive tone with like golden flecks in it, and I used that as my lid colour. And then I just went back in with my Real Technique brush to just make sure all the edges were blended out very well. So I decided to do the rest of my face on camera. I'm just going to let you guys know what I did off of camera. I did my mascara, my lashes and my wing liner. So yeah, this is the look on the eyes. So let's just move on to the face, and I have already moisturized my face. So I'm moving on to primer, and the primer I'm going to be using is the Nivea Post Shave Balm, the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, and this is the cooling formula. Just shaking it, and then I'm just gonna get a bit onto my hand. You don't need too much of this product, so that's what is good about that. And I'm just gonna rub it in my hands and then rub it on my face. And the thing about this is that you have to rub it until it's tacky. The next I'm going to be using my Studio Finish Concealer from MAC in the shade NB50. And I'm just going to be using that underneath my eyes and around my nose and my mouth. That's just going to help with discoloration and hyperpigmentation. So I applied that on with my finger, and now I'm going to use a brush to just blend it out. This brush is from Real Technique. It's their sculpting brush, and it's just going to help blend it out nicely. So the next thing I'm going to do now is apply foundation, and I'm going to be using Tint Miracle Foundation from Lancome, and it's in the shade 12. If I'd known, I would have gotten the shade 13, but this is still a good match. It is their Bare Skin foundation, and it's just going to give me a nice dewy radiant look. And for Valentine's Day, you want to look nice and glowing and as natural as possible, not too caked for your man. So yeah, I'm just going to be getting the one pump of this on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to dust it all over my face in the areas that need coverage. So as you can see, it looks a bit off, but it's going to blend in together, so no worries about that. And to blend that, I'm going to be using my buffing brush from Real Technique also. For this look, I'm going to be going for a natural highlight. So yes, I'm going to be using my... what shade should I use? Because I've got a few shades. I'm going to be using Toast. And Toast is like a very suitable colour for my skin tone. So yes, I'm going to put it underneath my eyes and all the areas I like to highlight. So now I'm just going to blend everything out with this little brush here. Then I'm just going to get my buffing brush to just blend out all the harsh lines.
Because any harsh lines, you want to look as flawless as possible.
So I'm now going to set those areas so that they don't crease, and I'm going to be using my Black Opal Oil Control Invisible Oil Blocking Powder, and this has got no colour to it, so it's very appropriate for a Valentine's Day look because you don't want to be looking too cakey and too bright underneath your eyes. Now I'm going to bake with that. So whilst that's all set and baked, I'm going to just contour my face, and I'm going to be using my usual eyeshadow from Revolution, and it's in the shade MMMM. And because I want this to be as natural as possible, I'm going to be using this Duo Fibre face brush from Real Technique. For my nose, I'm going to just define it a little bit. So now I'm just going to dust away the powder underneath my eyes and everywhere else that's been highlighted. Now I'm going to apply some blush on my cheeks, and I'm using my Sahara blush from Sleek, and it looks like this, and I'm also using the powder brush from Real Technique. And now for highlights, I'm going to be going for that glow, and so I'm going to be using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Cheeky Bronze, and this is a nice tone for my skin tone. You can see already that glow, that glow, that glow, that glow. Compared to this side, can't see nothing, but you can see something on that side. And I have that little button nose. I don't know. And so now I'm going to just set my face, and I'm going to be using my Revolution Oil Control Fixing Spray, which is just going to set my face and get rid of that powdery look. I'm done with that, and now I'm going to whilst that sets, I'm going to just move on to my lips. And for Valentine's Day, I am going to be giving you guys 2 options, and I'm going to be starting off with a nude lip, and I am going to be using and for the first lip option, I'm going to be using MAC's Fresh Brew and LA Colors lip liner in chocolate. My Fresh Brew has literally melted so much. And just to add a bit more of a pout, I'm going to add my Sleek Gloss Me in Angel Falls to the centre of my lips. So this is look 1. For this next lipstick option, I'm going to be using a new lipstick that I got from MAC, and it is Viva Glam 3. I've not opened it yet because I didn't know when to use it, but I just thought this would be a nice lip colour for Valentine's Day. I'm going to be lining my lips with Beat from MAC. I'm not the best person at lining my lips, so don't mind me. So this is this lip colour, and it's a nice colour for like a nighttime look. So if you actually want to do 2 looks, you can use the first look for like a lunch date, or you can use this one as a nighttime look for your dates for Valentine's Day. So yeah, this is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do give me a thumbs up. Make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, and also comment down below what you are doing for Valentine's Day, or what you did for Valentine's Day if you see this video after Valentine's Day. Yeah, so yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.